is the criteria for you to be approved as DOA. You must have people. The people must be responsible on the organization. We call it Chief Executive Officer. He is responsible on the finance and resources. He may not be a technical person, but is the one able to provide all the finance and resources. Whatever required for the DOA, he has to provide those required resources. And also under him is a head of design organization, HODO. Head of design organization is technical person, the person who know about the awareness requirement in detail, how to interpret, how to appropriately show compliance, as well as the person know about this requirement. The part 21 subpart J or CAD A401, the detailed requirement. Also develop that requirement into their own company process, and he understand the company process in designing certification very well. So there's also under him is Chief of Awareness and also Chief of Independent Monitoring. Chief of Awareness, the person is very technically sound in terms of the awareness requirement, able to understand the awareness requirement, able to interpret the awareness requirement, and also under the Chief of Awareness, there is Compliance Verification Engineer. Is the person also very familiar with the awareness requirement, can show compliance, can do the detailed analysis to show compliance to the awareness requirement. And next board will be Chief Independent Monitoring. He's just like QA, but not exactly. However, if we can equate this like a QA, he are the one monitoring the organization function, organization capability, organization scope. He also prepare the design organization manual. He do all the audits. He will go through all the process of looking at the compliance of the DOA to the requirement. So those are Chief Independent Monitoring. He may not be a technical person, but he's the one conversant with the quality management system, conversant with the legislation, conversant with this CAD 8401. You may also invite any other person, whatever you name it, is not a problem. However, that person, if they're making decision on awareness, environmental protection requirement, mean that he making decision on compliance of the awareness requirement, he also need to be approved. So, Chief Executive, Head of Independent, Head of Design Organization, Chief of Awareness, Chief of Independent Monitoring, these people are the post holders, need to be approved by the authority. Compliance verification engineer and the rest, the person who making decision on the awareness requirement, those are approved signatories. So all these people should be approved by the authority. So these are the core people that we need to have them as part of the approval. If we don't have this group of people, then we're not going to get the DOA approval.